Hey everyone, how is it going? And welcome back to Robot Boy. And in this video, we'll be investigating the vanishing of Sean Murray. Sean Murray, one of the most charismatic, lovable, and excitable developers to be on the internet in 2015 and 2016. He travelled far and he travelled wide, and he won over our hearts with his love for this magical game that he poured his entire soul into. During the launch period of No Man's Sky back in 2016, we saw our favourite developer begin to duck and dive. The hate flooded No Man's Sky's social media channels, and despite the attempts to calm the storm, it was ultimately too much. To this day, lone stragglers still find time in their day to send some hurtful and hateful messages to the creator of dreams, Sean Murray. And what did this onslaught result in? Silence from Hello Games, and Sean Murray vanished into oblivion. Out of thin air, 1.1 and 1.2 dropped. A slap in the face to people who said Hello Games had taken the money and run off to Hawaii. At last, we, fans of the game, thought they're back. But then, silence ensued again. Waking Titan initiated mid-2017 and was a fantastic way to draw attention back to the game on news sites and gaming journals. This led us all the way up to August when the Atlas Rises update released. Sean reappeared with some funny memes and a heartfelt message. At last, we, fans of the game, thought yet again, he's back. Then, silence again. We had the occasional update on the new patches for 1.3 up until 1.38 in October of 2017. After that, aside from a few screenshot shares and the odd tweet here and there, we were back in the darkness. We know he's still alive. Occasionally, we do get the odd tweet that sends the entire Twitter sphere into meltdown. Is it a clue for Waking Titan? Is it a tease for the new update? Or is it just a harmless midnight toilet tweet? We simply have no idea. So many theory videos were made on his single prawn curry tweet, as this was the only word we had received in months. The community was and is becoming jaded with the lack of concrete communication. The community have different stances on this. Let them be, they are safer in the bubble away from the hate. Let them work, they cry. Or, we want answers, speak to me senpai. Okay, I'm going to cut that voice out now and carry on from here. I think the best way to resolve this issue is this summary. Communication, not information. Tainted by the misinformation given pre-launch, I completely understand why Sean and Hello Games do not want to suggest, infer, or confirm any content that will release in the future. I genuinely completely understand that. However, that doesn't mean that they cannot engage in speaking to the community. We know that Sean sees what we, content creators, make on YouTube. He sees the Reddit threads, he sees the fan trailers, the screenshots, he sees the mods. But we have no comment or insight on them. As much as we will deeply love the game, there is still no group of people that will love it more than the small team that is Hello Games. And the biggest shame is that we don't hear their thoughts. They don't share their experiences with the game, what they love about it, what they think of the story, what it means to them, what their favourite things to do are. We don't need to hear what's coming next. We know that will come in time due to Waking Titan. We know that Waking Titan is the way of receiving information about the next update. Yes, they could be bombarded with questions and being nagged about the new update if they were to appear more on social media, appear more on Twitter as individuals, but that's what all developers face, and it's not a bad thing. It's the community wanting to know what exciting prospects will arrive after all of the development team's hard work is finally sent off and given to us in the new update. I want to see the Hello Games studio. I want to see them having a fun time. I want to know that Sean is okay and still loving what he's doing. It's the feeling of meeting your favourite musician and telling them how much you love their latest song, only to have them completely blank and ignore you. You know that they've probably heard you and do appreciate the words and will continue to make good music, but just a little bit of acknowledgement back to you would go a long way in making you feel more excited for what is to come next. No Man's Sky is in full bloom. especially with all of the mods available on PC currently. I do honestly hope a year and a half after the game's release and that complete radio silence that we've had, that we do begin to hear more from Hello Games, and Sean in particular. I don't know how they can continue to function as a studio by not having any communication whatsoever, especially when it comes to making a new game after No Man's Sky, whenever that would be. For now, I do hope that we see more interaction from Sean Murray, more insight, and even potentially a rough roadmap on what on earth Hello Games are thinking of doing with No Man's Sky in the future. Anything. We know that they're bringing a new update, but that's only because Waking Titan started up again, but we don't know anything for sure. Will this be the last update? We don't know anything. And again, we don't need details, we don't need promises, we don't need trailers and screenshots, as nice as that would be. We just want every now and again for Hello Games to say hello. And that is it, everyone. Do leave your support for Hello Games in the comments below, and do continue to advocate for their constant support for No Man's Sky. As always, when do you think the new update will drop? Please do leave your thoughts below, give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and please do subscribe to join me on this journey if you haven't done so already. And with that, I'll see you all in the next video.